So, okay, you're working on connecting your intellect with your body. That's what's kind of neat about what we do as artists. Is we're not that there's not anything. Being a physicist, that's heavy, but it doesn't involve figuring out how your body works. Yeah. Right? It's interesting, and so there's a neat correlation between mind and body. Right? You're thinking, why does my baby finger keep doing that? Right? So it's interesting that we want to become mindful. It reminds me of kata in martial arts, where they have the crane and the albatross. I'm making stuff up because I don't know anything about it, other than watching a movie like Karate Kid, And I did read the book about Gichin Funakoshi, who brought karate to this country from Okinawa. A little bit of knowledge, but they go through these motions, these very slow motions, these movements that remind me of what it is we're doing. They're very in touch with their body. Every motion is mindful. So that's what we're going for here. So we're working on singles.
Yeah.
We're also working on. Let's start. I'd rather do it the other way around. Let's start with the Spivack upstroke and downstroke exercise. Now, I introduced a concept that is somewhat modern, but it's really nothing. And yet, if it's new to somebody, it can be momentarily confusing.
Yeah.
We're playing triplets in groups of 4, right? But more important is, and that's why Murray would probably not, as Richard Wilson would, create challenging modern exercises. He just wanted you to learn these simple motions. He just wanted you to be mindful. Dick wanted you to be mindful and then some. And he'd have symphonic music in the background. So you're hearing, Arnold Schoenberg, some crazy thing behind you, and you're trying to concentrate. And so if we put the metronome on at 40.
Yes.
Okay. Metronome on at 40. Metronome on at 40. Now we were working on the 6/8 exercise. So let's see. Let's just take a look at how things are coming along. So again, I'm in match now. So yeah, so we have just do that for me. Metronome at 40 it's a dotted quarter, so that means every 3/8 notes you get a click. They're not really triplets.
I understand. That's kind of my question on the 6/8. So I was thinking, I'm supposed to be counting like a quarter note pulse, 3 clicks, like for every measure.
Yeah,
is that right?
It's compound time. Think of it as triplets. We
3, 2, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2. Am I doing so? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3.
It would be 1, 2. If we're in 6, 4, 5, 6. However, we morph this into something else.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Not cool what you're playing right now. And it's a little slower. Maybe that's a better tempo.
Yeah, so that's what I'm not understanding. So, because I'm reading this as 6/8 notes per measure, right? So I would count 3 clicks as a quarter note pulse.
So if you were to consider them at now just play with this. If you were to consider the click a quarter note.
Yeah, that's
See, this is the kind of thing that Dick Wilson would have us get into.
Yeah.
Right. In a bunch of different ways he'd come at this. But for now, imagine that the metronome is a quarter note. Yeah. And you're just playing a string of 8 notes. Just go ahead and do that. Just play 8 notes.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. 1
and 2 and 3. You count them as 8 notes.
1, 2, 3, 2, 5, 6. 1 and 2
and 3 and 4
and 1 and 2.
Now here's what happens, and here's how we fool the audience's ear.
Fool myself.
And we tickle our bandmates' ears, right? So what we got going. This is why, as you develop, you need to work with better and better people because they need to get this.
Right.
It won't work. Or you can keep the time feeling so good that they won't even know you're doing it. But the gig is that if it is the accent that creates the feeling of a time signature. Mm. So just turn off your metronome for just a sec, right? So if I'm playing 8th notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I put an accent on the first 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, it really feels like you can feel the duple. Right? Now it's the same speed, it's just this speed, but watch what happens when I put the accent every 3 notes. It's the same group, same infinitely partitioned line of notes, but now we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Now we're in 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're in 5. Do same speed of notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. You see? The way you put the accent will lead the listener to believe that that's the pulse, but it doesn't have to be. You can be in 4/4 and start playing an accent every 3 notes, and suddenly now, to the audience, what's going on? It becomes
right. Yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, but you got to still maintain that the underlying pulse. Yeah, is the key.
Maintain the pulse. So now if you're in 3 and the band is in 4, you're playing 3/4. Mm-hmm. If the band is playing 3 and you start playing groups of 4, now it's 4/3. So it's really, it'll be like that forever. Okay. Right. So if I was looking for a device to slow this down because it seemed like playing 3 notes for every click, which would make the metronome a dotted quarter, was too fast. So let's approach this at the speed of 8th notes. So you're going to start by playing alternating singles as 8th notes to get the speed, the feeling. And then you're going to start accenting the first note of every 3 note of the every group of 3. Okay, try that.
Right. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2,
3, 1, 2, 3. Now you can count 3. Now that if you're going to play 3, you can count 3. Go ahead and count 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2,
just
3.
The same tempo.
3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
Okay, now you're getting the idea.
1, 2.
Yeah, now you're at 5
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, now
2,
You get it.
4.
So now what we're going to do is think about how we're playing this, because that's really what this is about. But we're trying to make it creative and interesting, particularly for someone who's not just a drummer, right? Plays other instruments. So let's see. So yeah. So what we're looking to do is this. We're looking for this grip that you noticed in the video. I sent you video of Vinny.
Yeah.
You can see this. You can see the grip, right? We need to hold it like this. Right? And so if we're just turning our wrists, what we're looking to do is be very flat and land right on that middle finger. We're looking to, the whole assembly moves as one unit, but we've got the stick, really the grip is about these 3 fingers, right? And we don't need the back 2 fingers. They can be just hovering in position, but they don't need to be holding. We really can get away with just a 3-finger grip. Okay, so right, first just do that. I don't think, see my first finger, see I watch, now do this. Take your other fingers off. Here's the benefit of knowing how to take your other fingers. See, now all you got is this. Now, go ahead and do that. No, come on, higher. You really have to hold on, it's all you got.
Yeah.
There you go. So you got to hold on. You've got to bend.
Yeah, no, that's what gets me.
The first finger. You've got here. Try this. You know, Virgil Donati talks about this. Sometimes you'll see Buddy Rich doing this. The stick it crawls up into not into this knuckle of the index finger to this knuckle. Just for fun, try that. You're right in there, and now you really got it. Now put your middle finger. Relax your arm. Relax your arm. Now put your middle finger on. Go ahead and curl your first finger under the stick a little. Don't be afraid to hold. There you go. See, it's more like that. See, you're actually in the correct knuckle now. I told you to be in the, but you're not. You got it. You got to wrap your finger around a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, it's not supporting underneath so much, other than it's got a position. It's coming in from the sides, but it'll look like that. Like a little donut or something. Yeah, come on, hold on up there. Hold on. Get a grip up there. Virgil Donati says he plays so loud, sometimes he likes to hold it further back. I believe you can play really loud. And he plays certainly very loud, and he keeps it up in the first note. And now you want to turn your wrist. Turn your wrist. Turn. There you go. That's really good. Land on the middle finger. Boom. 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 Now what we're going to do, much better. Don't let this space get too big. When I see this space get too big, it feels like you're not really holding on anymore. Yeah, this is what we're calling the sound chamber, right?
Yeah.
Like a trumpet has a sound chamber, right? It's sending the sound out. Okay. Guitar has an F hole, directing sound outward. Now, do that. Just do that. Just stay in the right. Really good. So we really have it up front, even though we're landing on the middle finger. We got to hold on to that stick. So everybody's different, but you need to be thinking about holding on and landing on that middle finger, nice and flat at the floor. Okay. Now when we go to make a throw, Dick Wilson would talk about the fact that in match grip, it's like a hammer and a nail. Now, we have to be careful because these metaphors can be confusing. This isn't a hammer, and yet Dick would say that often. And so it can be a helpful metaphor. Now, Dick also had me go and get a 2x4 and put 100 roofing nails into it, prepped for hammering, right? And so I went along and did that. that didn't mean I was really properly using a hammer.
Right.
It seems to me, and after enough time on a roof hammering nails, you might end up, that thing that you felt here with no throw, you might end up feeling that. You might end up feeling some of that, a lot of that. It's as if the arm is not involved at all. It's all here in the wrist. The wrist is doing that, and the wrist is doing that. So there's never any of this.
Right.
Richard Wilson would say the more the wrist leads, the less the arm moves. But I don't think, not bad, but I'd want you to hold on to that stick. Most guys hold on too tight. I can't get you to really wrap that first finger. Ben, Dick would have me do this. I have him on video. At some point I'll find that and put it up on YouTube. To Kevin, what happens when you bend? It's the second knuckle. This is the first knuckle, second knuckle, third knuckle. What happens when you bend? What happens to the tip of the finger when you bend the second knuckle?
Goes in.
It comes in a little. There you go. That's all you need to remember. So bend that middle knuckle. Don't turn it into the entire technique. Just put it on there and make sure it's bent. A little more than you think. It'll bring the tip of the first finger of the finger we're talking about. It'll bring the tip of that first finger in a little bit underneath the stick. Come on, bend it a little more.
That's my thumb, and so my thumb, I gotta pull back. Maybe I'm losing.
There you go. You've got to find. We want it right in the center of the thumb. Right here.
All right, so something like that.
Don't.
I'm getting a little turned into a claw now.
It's fine. See, when you were doing this, it was perfect, and it's fine now. Looks good. Looks good. We just want to hold that stick like I showed you. Now, what we're going to do is we're just going to lead with the wrist, so that there's a wrist turn going this way, like that, and then you're going to turn your wrist up to the ceiling with that feeling you had when you didn't make a throw. Yeah. Come on. First one was, there you go. There you go. Head for the center. Just hold on with that 3-finger grip. Don't do anything with it. Just leave it. Just maintain it. Everything will work out. All right. Now make an upstroke with that. Now we're talking about the single stroke. See, if you're down at the floor, all you do is bend forward, and you're so close to the surface, you can't help but make a note. Come on, you're losing your first finger. You lost your grip. Got to maintain the grip. That's all you have to do. Maintain the grip and make these simple. That's it. It's ridiculously simple, actually. There you go. Beautiful. Yeah, very good. Now, on the other hand, let's consider the same experiment. First, we're going to think about the grip and that first finger, because your left has even more of a problem than your right. That looks really good. This little triumvirate, the 3-finger, like you're holding a marble. Dick would say you're holding a little marble. So you're holding a marble, and it's a hammer and a nail, and you have to be careful, but these little metaphors help. Now, I want you to turn, and you don't have to slam down. The higher you turn, the louder it will be. Come to, there you go. There you go. There you go. See, if you want a louder note, now go ahead and play a quieter note. Don't turn so high. Same kind of thing. You don't force it down. Yeah, it's quieter, but you lost your grip.
Yeah.
Getting quieter doesn't mean you let go of the stick. You have to always hang on to that stick. It's firm. This area is firm, comfortable, and constant. First finger and thumb, Dick would say, firm, comfortable, and constant. Don't slam down hard. Lift higher. Don't slam down hard. Just travel further. Okay. So now you're gonna do that after you lead with the wrist to make a little throw. Do that, and then really hammer and a nail. Come on, you let go of your hammer. You got to hold on to this thing. Got these 3-inch nails, hundreds of them. You'll be on the roof all day long. Now straighten your body out. It's become a little bit twisted. So show me where the floor is. Here's how we find the floor. We let everything hang. Yeah. And then we're going to bring that up with our 3-finger grip. Make sure you're holding on in here. If you need to, do that. Maybe that would help. Do this. Take all your fingers off. Just with the first. Yeah, there you go. You got to hold. See, it's wedged up against your palm, isn't it? No, keep your position. You have this nice floor. We're coming up. We're nice and flat. We're down low. Now, come on. Take your other fingers off. It should have this perfect kind of symmetry. No, be right in the center. Don't play. Just hold on with the first finger and thumb. Don't play. Come on, hold on. Bend that second nut. There you go. That's right. Now wrap your middle finger underneath the stick. Okay? Now you can just let the fingers relax. But we're at the floor here, right?
Yeah.
Right? So now your left was working on just doing this. We were actually just making a throw. So don't make a tap on the way up. Come on, hold on to that stick. No tap on the way up. No, you got to give me a little bend. It's a wrist turn. See? Just do this with you come down to the floor. Hold on. First finger's got to hold on more. Got to. There you go. No, and just do this. Just do this. There. See, that's a little wrist turn, isn't it? You didn't lift your arm. You turned your wrist. With this grip, now cock your wrist to the ceiling and hammer that nail. There it is. Hold on up front. Don't let go. You need to be holding it when you land. You should feel the impact right in the 3 fingers. You should feel the buzz in there. Sit up nice and straight. It's just this little bend. You want to be, look how relaxed this is. Down low, 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 bit low. And that little bend, and then cock your wrist. Cock it higher. Higher. There it is. Don't shove down. You don't shove down. We just turn our wrist. There you go. Now play groups of 3 at the speed of 1/8 notes, as though the metronome is a quarter. So there'll be a downstroke on the first of every 3 notes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So slow you won't be making an upstroke. So you have to make that little bend and then cock to the ceiling. Cock higher to the ceiling. Hold on more. Left, hold on. Cock to the ceiling more. Don't shove down. Right, beautiful right there. Left's better there. Come on, turn to the ceiling. Hold on.
1, 2, 3.
Hold on more. Don't let go. You're getting it. Not bad.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing. That's all it is.
3, 1, 2.
Good.
Yeah.
See, this is why there is some wisdom in Murray keeping things simple. But we did. We turned what would typically be a dotted quarter note, 6-note phrase into 8 notes to a quarter.
So that's what I'm still confused on. Like when I'm reading this page, there's no like triplet marking, right? Is this implied triplet is what you're saying, or like
it's what the teacher perhaps decides, because you're right, it hasn't been marked.
Right.
So Murray would have you play this to a dotted quarter note. But Dick would have you, who knows how he'd have you play it.
So when you say dotted quarter note, that's what I'm getting lost, I think.
Really cool. So a dotted quarter, to understand a dot, what you're going to do is first you figure.
I know it's the half of the
right.
The concept.
Half of a quarter note
right.
is an 8th note. So it takes 2 8th notes to make a quarter. The dot would add 1 more of those 8th notes. So now you have 3 8th notes.
Right.
And here we have 3 8th, a metronome, an accent on every 3 8th notes. And we're in 6/8. So if I make the metronome a dotted quarter,
okay,
that means there'll be a metronome on the first note, then not the second, not the third, because the dot takes up 3 8th notes.
Okay.
The next click will be on the next accent.
Right. So I was thinking that the metronome as a straight quarter note, and if you think it as a dotted quarter note, it'll click on each. It'll turn that into like almost a triplet. 3 8th notes within 1 click. I got you. All right. That's where I was lost.
So now what we've got is a metronome at 40, and you were playing it we found a way to slow it down. We had you not play it to a dotted quarter. Now I want you to play it to a dotted quarter because you can. You can play it at that speed. You're doing fine. So metronome on at 40.
1, 2. All right. So 1, 2.
I don't really think about that.
5,
Now,
6, 1, 2.
Jason?
Yep.
As long as I've been doing this, I still like to do this. I think about it to this day. And then I bring it up and I make sure I've got this 3-finger nice comfy grip, right? And I'm nice and flat. I'm not up here. I'm nice and flat, half an inch from the playing surface, bead to button. And then maybe I'm ready to play. Maybe I could do this. Right? So you try. Get that little bend. And then you cock to the ceiling real high. Turn your wrist. And you don't slam. You don't force. All you have to do is make that motion. It'll be loud enough.
2, 3.
Be loud enough.
I'm still doing too slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, you're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now we need to figure out. Not bad. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at this speed, I can make an upstroke. Up. Up. See? Now I'm making an upstroke. It was slower before.
Yeah.
It's too slow to make an upstroke.
1, 2.
Now, it's that little bend. You don't turn to the ceiling. Concentrate. Grip, grip, grip.
4, 5.
Up.
1, 2,
Up.
3, 4, 5.
It's easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Make that part of the motion. That note is part of the little bend.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hold on for it, though. I want you to hold on.
5, 6.
Come on.
2, 3,
Come on, front. I want that energy up towards the front of the stick, somewhere in the 3 fingers.
4, 5, 6. 1, 2.
Hold on more. I want you to bend that. Okay, stop. Not bad. Not bad. I want you to put the stick in the second knuckle of the first finger. It's remedial, but I want it there. Yeah, so instead of being here, now it's going to be here. Yeah, there you go. And put your middle finger underneath. See, still a 3-finger grip. A little different, but the same. There you go. So look at the space, how small the space. Now it doesn't look like this. This is how you're playing. Kind of playing like this with this big space. Now it looks like this. Now you can take on a gig with the band Boston and get through the entire set. Now hold it there, just for fun. Yeah, there you go. Now go ahead and play this triplet pattern with upstroke. Yeah, there you go. Hold on to that stick.
1, 2, 3,
Don't let go.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
And there it is. You can tuck that first
1, 2, 3,
the first finger underneath a little.
1, 2, 3.
Now turn your wrist. Don't shove down. A little bend.
5,
You're up.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2,
Holding there.
4,
Keep holding up front. It's looking good.
4, 5, 6. 1.
Every time you come back, Jason, every time you come back to the floor, there should be a consistent angle. Dick would say it's a 45-degree angle, right? So we're maintaining that. See how that looks? See how that doesn't go away? It doesn't suddenly become this. Even though it's kind of, no. If I'm just going to start here, I go up here, I come down, and that shape, this is our foundation. The entire house is built on this foundation. So there it is. See, now you maintain it. Just go straight up and come straight down. Relax your left elbow. Relax it. Now keep that 45-degree angle. That's our foundation. Little bend. Talk to the ceiling a little more. Hang on up front. First finger. Get it into that other knuckle if you have to. Relax the elbow in the left. You don't need to keep it out. Keep that position.
5,
Think of the foundation.
3, 4, 5.
Make a little up.
1, 2,
Up.
3, 4, 5.
Up. Cool.
3, 4.
Cool. Now, let's just keep this simple.
Yep.
I want you to move the metronome up to 48. 48. See what happens there. It's not too much of a jump.
Can't read these numbers so tiny. It's 40.
No.
48. All right.
I don't know why they do that. I get the metronome's tiny, but on the back, the instructions, the heating instructions for food, it's like, why do they do this?
2, 3.
Look at your angle. I don't know. No, stop. This is where you have to be really mindful. See the space in your right? Look at it in your monitor. It's too big. Should be more closed. There. You don't have to start playing into. Now, what about your angle? Are you nice? There's your 45. There it is. Come on, don't open up that space. Get nice and flat.
2.
Okay, now you can play.
1, 2.
See if you get set up.
1, 2, 3.
Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Make that upstroke. It's just a little tap.
3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3.
The head of the hammer is going to touch before you strike the nail. Raise to strike the nail. There it is. Come on, hold on up front.
1, 2.
Keep that 45-degree angle.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Don't shove down. Turn your wrist to the ceiling. There. That's how you're going to get your power. Get behind that thing.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Don't lose your angle. The right's starting to cave in. Lost your foundation. The whole structure is going to collapse.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 3. 1, 2.
Yeah, dude. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to move the metronome up. Let's put it up to what would happen at 60? Yeah. Are you like me? We need that. We need the phone with the big numbers.
Oh yeah, that's me.
It's not.
Although I just passed my, I took the eye test at the registry, so I passed another cycle.
It's good.
All right, so there we go.
No space. This is something I'm going to have you do every time for a while. The space has to be more closed, and the angle. There you go. Now we don't want to play, just for the hipsters out there, Murray, Spivack, and Richard. We don't play around the barrel. With this angle, we don't. That's called playing around the barrel for the old school guys. We don't do that. We're in here somewhere. This beautiful angle, right? So just find that 45-degree angle, nice and flat. Close up your space a little more on the right. There, your left's better than your right. Now you're ready to play. All you have to do is make a little motion. It'll all work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Faster.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Your angle. Hang on up front. Hang on up front.
1, 2.
Turn higher to the ceiling instead of pushing down. Just turn.
1, 2.
It'll relieve
1, 2, 3.
the
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
the feeling that you need to shove your arm down. You'll get the power from the wrist, not from shoving your arm down.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
There it is. There it is. See, what we're looking to have is starting to come up about as fast as I want you to go. Right? I'm not really used to playing with this script, but it'll work.
So yeah. I'm not going up fast enough? Is that not turning quick enough?
No, that was fine. But I want to hip you to something that became a little suspect, and you didn't even know about it. So sometimes you better not to mention certain things, but I'm going to. We kind of hit on this last time, but this idea that this technique is up to come down, right? It's this whole thing up to come down. We turn our wrists up to come down, right? Up to come down, up to come down. Not to come down. So that means that we need to always stop down, right? Especially if we're playing a single or on a downstroke, for instance. You're doing this, and then we're doing that. We get this to this, this to this, this. Murray would say you're loose going up because that's kind of relaxing. Ah, I feel just the slightest this in my hand. And then when I cock my wrist, this happens naturally. I'm not doing it. I'm not purposely doing it. If I bend forward, I notice the human anatomy, which is built out of a series of lever systems, is going to have an effect, and it will be that the fingers react to the forward bend of the wrist. The forward bend of the wrist. See, I don't have a stick in my hand, so you might want to copy me. The forward bend of the wrist, I have Richard Wilson's words from his red notebook, as well as releasing the finger pressure very slightly. Oh, come on, you're here. Come on, hold on. See, you never really... Remember how I showed you the first finger and thumb will come together? Like, come on, let them come. The thumb will end up touching that knuckle that we've been working on. Come on all the way up. Almost completely close. No. No, the thumb would come. Comes like that, like a fist. So it would come. It wouldn't stay here at the tip like this. This is kind of how you're playing. It looks like a bird beak.
Yeah.
It's not. It becomes a fist, or like a fist, like that. There. See, the hand opens and closes, and around here, it'll be closed in a way that would be appropriate for holding a drumstick. So if I'm feeling this, so get to that position. See that there's a little like a Volkswagen Carmen Ghia has a little bit of that look. Doesn't look like this. Doesn't look like this. It looks like not quite a Volkswagen bug. Not everybody knows what a Carmen Ghia is, but right. So yeah. So if I bend forward, the thumb and the first finger come away a little. That's all. But come back and let them touch. Don't be too much like a Volkswagen bug. Now just bend so they come away. Now let them touch. Good. Let them bend and come away. See, look, it's working perfectly. When you bend forward, not thinking, your wrist contoured and went up a little. Tiny, 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 tiny. Just enough to let go. There it is. See, your arm's moving ever so slightly. There it is. There it is. See, that's the release that we're looking for. But if you make a big deal out of it, guys will just, I'm released. And then I squeeze. Now, what happens is, Dick would say you only squeeze what you released. So if you release this much, you'd cock your wrist and come back. And these would be touching again. Come apart, and then they touch. They'd be back in the original position. No?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, come on, touch here, 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 up here more. There it is. That's where they're going to end up. So you're just going to go like that and end up there. No, you got to do it all in one. It's a little flick. Watch. You're hammering a nail. Try it again. There it is. There it is. Let that thumb come back to where it started. Find out where it is before you start, so you know where you're going to end up. It's more here. It's not the bird beak. Not the bird. It's here. We're close. There it is, like that. That's what you have to get back to that. To that. No, you have to just bend a little. Like that. Like that. So watch what happens. See, if the fingers are closing ever so slightly, that will stop the bead down. Okay? Get that little release. So there's our upstroke. And then we cock our wrist, hammer and a nail, and I'm closed. And closed. And the bead stops low. So if I start to see this, it means you're not doing this.
Right.
Cock more to the ceiling. More to the ceiling. Give your hand a chance to close. Cock up to the ceiling. Don't do it on purpose. Not bad. See? It's going to stop down. Not bad. Okay. So that's just another ingredient with regards to getting this technique.
Yeah.
Okay. To the perfect technical recipe. You need ingredient.
All right.
That was really good. So we're just going to work on this 6-8 exercise.
Okay.
From 40 to 60. After that, you started to lose the feeling of what I just showed you. You didn't know you were doing it.
Right.
But the bead was kind of flying around a little bit. Then it stopped. Yeah. Then it started to stop down. So you need to know about that. Let's take a look at the flam and faint page.
Yes.
Okay. Because that's your latest stroke, and it's for strokes. It's a critical page. As I said, it really does set up the technique.
Yeah.
Okay. And it won't be much different than what you just did. You're going to get into this single stroke up to down. So you're loose going up and tight going down, all with one motion. You're going to run into that over and over again. Not holding on enough. You didn't notice that your grip is too open. Close it up. Remember how it felt? I showed you in the air. It doesn't look like this, like a bird beak. It looks like this. It's like you're holding water in your hand. Don't hold water in your hand like that. Hold water in your hand. If I were to pour water in my hand right now, I could probably maintain this little cup-like shape so that I would be carrying the water. We're carrying the water and we're chopping the wood. Right? So there, you're more close. And what about your angle? Not bad. A little squished in. Want your foundation to be a little wider. Grip? No, relax the elbows. See the elbows? The elbows are hanging by your side no matter what. Then we get that angle. There, like that. Perfect. Okay, so now, faint and flam.
Okay.
40, metronome at 40. Faint and flam, faint. See? It's soft to loud. You'll feel that little upstroke. But you got to turn. See, it's going to be the same. Angle. Close the grip a little bit and turn more to the ceiling so you don't have to shove. Dig would bust you over and over. Stop shoving. Turn. More of a grip. Got to make that little bend, a little tap. Right from the floor. You don't turn to the ceiling first. There it is. And turn higher. And turn higher. Just and not bad. Hang onto that stick. Don't start opening up. Don't give me the bird beak. Just bend forward. Don't lift it this. Beautiful. Pretty good angle. Come back to the floor. Cock your wrist to the ceiling so you don't shove. Okay. Now let's hear the flam and faint. This is because you're playing a 16th note pattern.
So this one is
the up to down is going to be quicker. So there's going to be that little flick. But you let go of your grip. Hold on. Angle. Just let the arms hang by your side. Grip and angle. And then you're just making this simple, almost childlike motions. Flick. Yeah. One and two and one and two and one. Nice and solid. It's not going to be solid enough. It won't sound solid if you're holding it like that. Hold it. Gotta have a grip.
And how am I doing wrong?
Here's what Dick would do. I'd be playing like that, right? With too loose a bit of a floppy grip.
Yeah.
Come along, you go, bam! Flying across the room. Kevin, you've got to hold on to the sticks. Get a grip. Yeah.
One, why am I messing this up? I'm lost here. One and two and.
No. It's one and up, down.
Yeah. One and two.
Up, down.
And.
Grip, angle. Grip, angle. That's all you have to worry about. And turn to the ceiling. But you're not turning to the ceiling. You're coming up about that high. The ceiling.
Two and one.
There it is.
Two and.
Hold on to it. Angle. Get your foundation. You've lost your foundation. The building's getting smaller and smaller. The Leaning Tower of Pizza. It's starting to lean.
One and two and one and two and.
Little flick.
And
Not bad. Okay, move on to the flam and stroke.
I did have one question on the flam and stroke. So,
yeah.
So we go on. The first one is so high to low, right? You're thinking flam. One is high, one's low. So you do the first one.
Okay.
So they're both at the floor. So am I supposed to do a little turn on the left to back up?
A very good question. So let me just hip you to how one would probably play this. So let's see. One. So the first flam, even though it's one hand high, one hand low. First of all, this isn't a religion. Number two is if I turn to this height and I keep this stick low, okay, you get a flam. So what you're doing is to get the flam, we're not raising to as we typically would for a flam. We're just turning a little higher. And the other hand makes the ups to make a downstroke. So it's just a little turn.
Like that?
Hey, not bad. I just wish you'd get this grip, get this space closed up, and maintain a better foundation. And turn to the ceiling. That's it.
Two.
Elbow on the left. Relax it. Hands by your side. Grip, foundation, turn to the ceiling. Grip, foundation, turn to the ceiling. Not as much of a flick now, is it? A little more time. Right back to the floor. Feel the squeeze and release, maybe. Should I even mention it? You're a little loose going up. And you're a little more firm coming down, and it stops the bead now. Nice and low. There. Not bad. Cool. Let's move on. Pull out page 9.
9.
Let's give you a.
Oh, new one.
Yeah, let's give you a new stroke. This, once again, is going to incorporate what we worked on today. So let's see. First, it's often helpful. Look, see, I'm checking. Okay, I got my grip. Foundation looks okay. Arms are hanging by the side. Okay, it's a good start. So how are we going to play this? I'm thinking. Okay, we have a flam. You're right. Typically, it's one hand high. That's all it is. Up. There's the up again. There's the grip, the foundation, and the turn to the ceiling. Grip, grip. Don't start. I know you're thinking, but I know I'm asking a lot. There you go. Look at you. There you go. Come on, close up the space a little more. That's all you have to think about. Foundation, simple, single strokes. The single stroke to get from down, up to down.
1, 2, and 1, 2, and
up.
Oh, that's being up there, so.
There you go. Grip. Don't lose it while you're thinking.
No.
Up. Right there.
Right, left. That should be an up right there. Okay. Right, left, right, left, right, right.
Okay, notice.
Right.
you're getting there. You'll notice, so first you have to, now there's no accent on the Flamadiddle. And yet we're gonna raise. I don't mind you. Dick would maybe put a stenuto, which is like a dot.
Okay.
If we're gonna make a motion, there can be a little bit of a volume change. I don't mind that right now to help you get these motions. So what we're doing is we're going. So the first right flam, the right's going to be raised, right? In a sense, with an accent. Now we need to get to the left flam coming up at the first of the next 4 notes. That means we have to prepare for it, and that means the left will be the downstroke. That means that we have to. That last left is going to be the preparation.
Right.
For now, the last right is going to be the preparation.
Okay.
And this stroke will involve more like the flam and feint. There'll be a little flick, but you already know how to do. Grip, foundation, turn to the ceiling.
Right, left,
Up.
right,
Out.
right.
Up. Grip, turn higher to the ceiling. Don't lose your foundation. Hang on up front. Come on, close that space. Remember what it looked like. There's coming. It's coming. Put the metronome on at 48.
48?
Yeah. Not bad. 6 is laying in your hand. A little up. Good. Play the next iteration.
So it's
Grip.
So that would be the up. The first one.
Foundation. Yeah. Okay. I know you're figuring it out.
Right. Left.
But now the accents. No, hold on a minute. The flam won't be with the click anymore. The flam will be the note after the click. Click, flam, tap, tap.
1 and 2.
Right. So the first note's going to be an upstroke in the left.
1 flam, right, left, 2 and 2.
You got it. It's the same motion, just staggered. But turn to the ceiling, foundation, grip. There it's coming. Give me the next iteration. Now you've got your rock beat iteration. Do, light, do, light. Up. Grip, foundation, grip, turn to the ceiling, turn to the ceiling. Hammer and a nail. There it is. Hammer and a nail. Okay, give me the last iteration. It's your foundation, grip, close it up.
4, left, right.
No. It's going to start left, and the first so-called flam accent would be on the last, fourth note.
And 3 and 1 and 2.
Up. You got it.
Left, right, left.
Hold on to that stick. Don't close up your foundation.
Left, right.
Don't close it up. Come on. You need that 45-degree angle. Relax your elbows. It's a tiny little bend, and then mostly it's about getting to the ceiling. Getting to the ceiling with the grip. All right, dude. Okay, so you have a new stroke.
Yeah.
And coming along. Well, you play this from 40s to 48.
Yeah.
Right? You'll be fine there. But I want to make sure to get in. Let's just take a look at some roll strokes. Okay? Very good. Very cool. So, where were we there? We were at 48. So that speed felt kind of comfortable.
Yep.
We're just playing. See, this wrist turn exists with the throw. See? So I'm playing 8th notes. So you do the same. Metronome at 48, 8th notes.
1.
Usually 16th notes, but there are no rules.
Doubles, right?
We just play doubles. Right, right, left, left. Mama, dada. Now, you can't lose the integrity. Stay with me. It's gonna, that thing you're getting where you turn to the ceiling, right? And you also had this earlier, where you were just turning and landing on that middle finger, nice and flat. See, we don't want to lose this for our doubles. And it's going to be in the throw. Depending on the speed, there may be an upstroke, maybe not. So you got to learn to turn your wrist up to the ceiling more. That's why I want you to play a little higher. Good. Now play doubles like that. You got to hold on to that stick or it'll fly all over the place.
4, 1 and 2 and 1 and.
Now remember, let me just reiterate this. I can get that much volume and not turn high. I can do this. That's really not, that's really down, 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 down. I want this. Okay? You know, it's not a lot of work. We just turn a little higher. We don't, I can get the same volume, but I'd rather be relaxed and turn a little higher.
Yes. 2,
Flex
3,
your arms.
4, 1 and 2.
There you go. You don't have to slam, you just turn higher. Now the stick should stop down every time. Not, why not? Here, we're not doing any squeeze and release. We're just holding it. You can go anywhere.
1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and
Both turns the same height.
1 and 2.
You don't have to turn. You don't have to turn quite that high. I don't want to exaggerate it. So a 6-inch turn, 7-inch turn. But you got to turn your wrist with that grip that you're coming along. Okay, go ahead and play a 7-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, throw. And then it stops. 1, 2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. The
click. Push it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Don't lead with your elbow. It's that little bend.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2.
To the ceiling for your throw.
5, 6, 7.
There.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Go the other way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Those 3 ways.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1,
2, 3, 4. Keep going. Looking good, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1,
all the way to the ceiling.
4, 5,
Here it comes to the ceiling.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2,
go both ways.
5, 6, 7.
Now lead with that hand. There you go.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Back to doubles.
2, 3, 4.
Back to doubles. Back to doubles.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice, comfortable. 3-finger grip turn.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
5-stroke.
3, 4.
5-stroke roll. 5.
2, 3, 4,
2,
5.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3,
Hand.
4, 5.
Talk to the
1,
ceiling.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hold on to that stick. Look how small my space is.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5. 1,
5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. See, it speeds up.
3, 4, 5.
All
1,
that accuracy will
4,
make
5.
up easy.
Yeah.
Paying attention to where the upstrokes are, paying attention to what a throw really is all about, paying attention to staying at the floor unless you're about to raise. So we're always nice and flat and set and grounded. With that, look at that. That's it. So I'm going to have you just work on the 7 and the 5. We'll go 48. We'll take it up to 60 because you're much better. To the ceiling, hammer and a nail. So beautiful, dude. It's coming along, man. All right.
Yeah. Getting there.
Very good.
Thanks, sir.
It's really simple stuff. It's so simple it almost seems as though it is, I don't know, a subtlety not worth observing. But
Right.
as Richard Wilson would say, Kevin, the subtlety is everything.
Right, right.
Good job. I'm going to turn off the camera.
Yes, sir.